Hello and welcome to the Mid Yorkshire Hospital's Children's Speech and Language Therapy YouTube channel. In this Toddler Talk session, I'm going to present information on early language development. This includes information on how to create a more communication-friendly environment at home and activities that you might like to try. If your child receives services from the Mid Yorkshire Hospital's NHS Trust, you can request copies of handouts that accompany these slides by contacting Children's Speech and Language Therapy using the details given at the end of the presentation. We're going to start by looking at the language development pyramid. The bottom sections of the pyramid are considered the most significant in terms of the development of speech, language and communication, and need to be established first in order for your child to make progress further up the pyramid. Play is important in establishing a focus for your child's interest and finding out what motivates them to communicate with other people. This forms the basis of social communication, which is how children interact with others. This may be through the use of eye contact, facial expression, or body language. Attention and listening is a term we use to describe how we get a child to notice and respond to what is happening around them. If a child is focused on the words we use and the messages we are sending using our hands, face, and tone of voice, then words have meaning. This is comprehension, or understanding of language. Once children have developed understanding of spoken language, they can start to use words and then join words together. This is an active process in that a child develops an understanding of a word or concept, then uses it, and this further develops their understanding. It is important for children to be able to say words clearly using the correct speech sounds, but the other sections of the pyramid must be in place before a speech and language therapist would work on speech production. It is important to remember that children learn to talk primarily from quality interactions with their caregivers. Children will learn language more effectively if parents follow their interests and comment on what they are doing. Try not to overload your child with too many toys at once, so they can ideally focus on each toy in turn. Quiet time with the television off makes it easier for you to listen to your child and respond to what they are trying to communicate. Toys such as dolls, balls, tea sets, and cars or animals provide you with a range of items that you can name, action words that you can label, and words that you can use to describe your child's play. Children learn best through activities that are interesting and motivating for them, so try and bear in mind the toys and games that your child prefers if you are playing together with them. Family life is busy, and your child's day will be packed with a range of different tasks. From the morning routine, nursery or playgroup, meal times and bedtimes, there is a lot for parents to do. As we talked about earlier, children learn best from interactions with their caregivers in which they are given an active role. In order to create the best communication environment for your child, try to give them quiet times with the television off and where phones and iPads are put away. Think about what they are watching. Can you watch too? Are there ideas from their viewing that you can incorporate into their play? Try to have a choice of 2 to 3 toys available to them. If you think your child is bored of a particular toy, then introduce something new. Put the other toy away and reintroduce it at another time. Try to keep dummies for nap times and night times, so talking is dummy free. If you have concerns about your child's speech, language or communication development, You may want to have special time with your child where the focus is on talking and interacting in a way that is comfortable and rewarding for you both. Special time lasts for 5 minutes only and should not be extended. Before you start, let your child choose the activity, toy or game. This should not be reading a book, playing on a computer or games console, watching TV or playing a lively outdoor game. When your child has decided what they want to do, go somewhere where you won't be disturbed and deal with any obvious distractions such as the television or your telephone. Play with the child for 5 minutes, giving them undivided attention and focusing on what they are saying rather than how they are saying it. Afterwards, you can return to the activity with your child, but this is no longer part of special time. If you have other children, it's a good idea to give them their own regular special times on an individual basis as well. Finally, our 6 tips for talking. Turn the TV off when your child is playing and have quiet playtimes with your child. Reduce their dummy use as much as possible and keep dummies for nap times and night times, sleep times only. Don't ask your child to copy what you say. However, it may be useful to your child if you repeat back what they say to you. Make short comments and labels to describe what your child is doing. Sing action songs and rhymes as they often contain key words that your child can learn and repeat over and over again. Model back clearly what your child is trying to tell you. These are 2 useful links demonstrating top tips for parents when interacting with their child, and they will be added to the video description below. If your child receives services from Mid Yorkshire Hospital's NHS Trust, you can receive copies of the Toddler Talk handouts from Children's Speech and Language Therapy by phoning 01977 465 417. If you have any questions following the Toddler Talk presentation, please contact the Children's Speech and Language Therapy team.